Hello, everybody. I am super excited to be here today with Shauna Thompson from the TME team.
Hi.
Shauna is an expert in membership experience and building, starting, growing memberships. She's helped so many people, I can't count them,
Mm.
and to start in different fields. And before we get started, I wanted to share with you, how did I come to do this? What was my path to get to this point? As many of you know, I'm an academic by training, and then I transitioned to becoming an entrepreneur, and I'm helping women entrepreneurs in the healthcare tech space because those were the obstacles I faced. So building a community to support them was the way to go. So last year I've been looking for how can I do this in the most effective way. I have a friend over here. Let's bring him up. Hi, Jills from London. Good to see you here. So yeah, before I get to my story, I would love to know. I'm always curious where people are connecting from. So if you can say, the country you're connecting from, put in live or recorded, that will give us, a an idea, where people are joining us from. Miriam Noor is asking what's the title of this workshop. It's called the Membership Experience, and it helps entrepreneurs, coaches, consultant, people with professional skill set to share their knowledge with a wider audience through a membership.
Mm.
So briefly, as an academic slash trained business person, I was looking into ways to remove the bottleneck from my business. And in looking into different options, the memberships stood out and subscription models stood out to me. So I looked for who is the best in class to help me with that because I can recreate the wheel or I can save time and money to work with the best in class. And the TME team and Stu and McLaren stood out to be in a category by themselves. So I went through the TME 2022 last year, did a founding member launch. 3 amazing women joined me with one post to build a membership to help other women in the healthcare tech space. And I also faced many hesitations. I'm like, I had, the inner critic inside my head, would this work? Is it going to add more time to my already busy schedule? I'm a mother of four and I'm the primary caregiver. So time is really, really precious. Would it get me off? Would I need to create more instead of doing less? Because
Mm.
I was trying to relieve the pressure instead of adding more workload. And I was really surprised that I was able to help more people doing less. So, and this is my first time ever over my 20 plus year experience endorsing a program, and I do not take it any lightly
Mm.
because I've worked really hard to build my brand name, to be among the top 40 thought leaders on LinkedIn. I 10x'd my viewership and tripled my following within a year. So
Mm.
I would not associate my name with anybody that I think will not serve the people I want to help the best. And I think TME team does that beautifully. So Shauna, back to you. Can you tell the audience about TME in your own words?
Welcome. Well, first of all, what I want to just say, Nadia, is that we're deeply appreciative of your willingness to share what has been your experience with our program and other people's experience with our program, with your audience, because we take it genuinely really seriously that people will introduce us to people that trust them. Yeah, that's a really big deal for us, and we appreciate that so much. So thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Um, so I work for a fantabulous gentleman, not a very professional word, but it's a fun one, named Stu McLaren. Stu McLaren is a public speaker, he's an entrepreneur, and he has had amazing success in the membership site community, both in the tech space and in the training space over the last like 14, 15 years. He was the founder of a product called Wishlist Member, which was the industry's first introduction to the ability to sell something online, an information product that people could pay for and get password access to a site. And it gave him the opportunity to really see at a high level the information that was coming in and see what was the difference between those that were having huge success with memberships and those that were not. And so he has, over the years brought all of this information together, and he started to teach people like yourself how they can create memberships either in their business or out of their interest and serve people in an ongoing way through the power of membership. So I learned from Stu as a student in 2016, and just love and appreciate what he does so much, and was just super drawn to his audience of people that he collects. You all here know Nadia, so somehow we have a history of pulling in the most incredible people to come and be in our community and learn and do. And so I just essentially bothered him until he hired me. And I lead his customer success team. So I'm part of the team of people that takes care of those that come to join us for the course. So we have the doors open currently to our 6-module training program called the Membership Experience. We teach people how to create membership style businesses and serve customers and students and creative enthusiasts and professionals in an ongoing manner so that you can really have a deep ongoing relationship with people. And it's got a powerful stability in business because it's a recurring revenue model. And so there's ongoing income from your effort. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I can attest, like I've been in multiple business communities throughout the years, and definitely the TME business community, membership community stood out. The value is not only in the course itself, but in the community, because in addition to the support, you learn from others too. I'm going to share an example. Like one cornerstone of business is to build your email list. So that's what you do early on if you're starting from scratch. And I was in a Zoom room with other, TME members, and we share what roadblocks we are facing for that particular week through the program. And for me, it was the tech side, and it took time to get that up and running, and I wasn't getting the result I wanted. But another TME member mentioned, "What are you comfortable with?" And I told her that the platform I'm most active on is on LinkedIn. I share content like in my domain expertise and long form content. And she mentioned, "Why don't you take some of those content that speak to the pain points that your audience is facing and turn that into a newsletter?" So it was an aha moment. And I did that. That was back in September. And within less than 6 months, I had over 6,000 subscribers to my business, innovation, and leadership newsletter. And it was from that collaboration or talking with other people, not necessarily within your field, but there are more advanced chapters that can bring some business ideas that can move your business forward.
Yeah, that's really powerful. I have 2 things to share just based on what you've said there. The community is really incredible and supportive and powerful within the membership experience. It was part of the reason that I was so drawn to be part of the team and serve here, because as an entrepreneur myself, I've also experienced that it's not always the most welcoming place. There's a lot of competition out there. But within our community, what's really incredible is that we really do work to win together. We really do work to support everyone's creative ideas and help them to just see that one piece that can make such a big difference in their
Mhm.
business. This example that you have of being in a room with your other, we call them teammates, with your other teammates, and just hearing this one idea from conversation with each other and then implementing on it and having 6,000 people join your email list, like that's really an incredible result. And it's just been really heartwarming for me. And I think the other thing that I want to point out is a lot of times in business, we get stuck in this idea that we have to spend our time within the walls of our industry. But sometimes the most creative ideas are coming from successes that are happening in other industries. And when we can
Mhm.
bring them back to what we're doing and imply them, we can be real industry, disruptors, which is really powerful. So I've always been so proud of you to see you, implementing on these things in the way that you do,
Mhm.
because I think it's really important, especially in traditional business, to keep things cutting edge.
Exactly. Yeah. And as tech innovation and entrepreneurship certified, I can
Mm,
attest that the innovation comes from being in the room with adjacent fields.
yes,
It does
yes,
not come from your particular field. And the TME community has so many creative business owners
yeah,
that the ideas are just so rich that
mm,
it helps you not only pull from the best in their own fields,
mm,
but to look for the easy ways that work for you.
I agree.
And that's what I liked. It's not like do this, but it's more like here are your options, but choose what works for you.
Yeah.
For launching, for example, I tried to go a certain route, but it did not feel right for me. So
Mm,
it's more like, oh, here are the options that would work best. Because the idea is that choose something that you like and you have a framework to follow so you're
mhm.
supported and you have people going through the same path as you in
Yeah,
different fields so they can cheer you up. We have a lot of downs during that process.
yeah,
So i'm
for
not
sure.
i'm not saying it's all roses.
No. Yeah, it's definitely not all roses. The reality of business is anything can happen at any time. We're experiencing that now with my lovely friend Nadia, and her tech challenge. But what's really exciting for us is that this is the one time of year that this program is available. Nadia has invited me to speak with you about any questions that you might have about the program, about being an online entrepreneur, or about starting a membership site. And I do have, while we have this little tech hiccup, some of the questions that she sent me in advance because she's a fabulous and organized person, just in case. So let me take a look for them here and I can start to read them. And then I can also see your comments in the chat if you want to put any questions that you might have in the chat as well. So let us see here. It says, how can I, first question that she sent me is, how can I incorporate a membership with my startup? Well, it really depends on what your startup is, but there's a lot of powerful opportunities to start a membership with a startup because you can build an incredible community of people around you and who believe in what you're doing. So earlier we touched on that concept of the value of referral in business. That a membership can bring that to your business. So how can you do it? It really depends. I would need to know more about the topic of this person's specific startup to speak to it, in detail. But the power of a membership also stabilizes your business model because you have recurring income coming into your business and it gives you the opportunity to have a stable income to build your startup from. So, is a startup the place for a membership? I really think so. So then I have a signature course that costs $2,000 and would love to offer a low cost membership to people in low income countries. Is a membership right for this? It is a great opportunity for that. There's also opportunity to use the membership model to fund other things that you're doing. So my friend and boss, Stu McLaren, and his beautiful wife, Amy McLaren, actually started a Canadian charity where they build schools in Africa for primary school children. It is based in Rebecca. Where are we building schools? In Kenya. Sorry. It's based in Kenya. They work directly with the government in Kenya and the local communities there. But what's been really incredible is to see them use a membership in their efforts. So in 2020, when everything went kind of funny in the world and in the business world, their charity really started to struggle because previous to that, they had taken a lot of their donation at live events. Now, and as a result of that, knowing what we do about memberships, they finally had the bandwidth on their team and the time to launch a membership to serve others. Hey, Nadia, I just started going for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's okay.
Yeah, I've started answering the questions that you emailed me. So I'll finish this one and then I'll let you know how far I got. But they started a membership to support the charity. So that allowed them to serve the people that were donating to the cause to help continue to build schools in Kenya and to fund the support for things at the time like soap and water and hygiene products and food and et cetera. So it allowed them to really pivot. So a membership, the question is, you have a signature course and you'd love to offer a membership so that there's a lower dollar option for people in different countries that have possibly different, price thresholds. A membership's a powerful opportunity to do that, to serve in that way. But you can also use a membership to fund support to other things if that is something that you're interested in doing. Yeah. I just started talking in your absence.
That's the technical, and that's why working with the best in class, if you have a technical issue, they step in and you keep going. And we all face hurdles throughout our, journey, and having a professional by your side really makes a difference. So
Well, thank you.
stepping up.
I'm certainly a professional talker.
That's awesome. Yeah. So that's one question that came from a close friend of mine. She has a thriving course and she helps so many people with their public speaking. And she wondered, I want to help even more people across the world, but she knows there is the price point, sensitivity for certain countries.
What I had a really amazing conversation with one of our students, and I'll ask you to excuse me because I'm terrible at remembering names, great at remembering stories. But she was sharing with me that she wanted to launch a bookstore. She was thinking about doing a bookstore because she loves books and she loves books and she loves books. But then when she thought about the actual reality of owning a bookstore, she was like, I don't want to have inventory and pay for rent on a store and etc. And I said to her, well, what is this interest about a bookstore? And she said, well, there's this really incredible and powerful bookstore in Boston, and they are focused around supporting children that are aging out of the what is that called? English. They are aging out of the child care system, so foster care system, and they support all of these children to work in the bookstore. And she's like, I just have a huge heart for that. But at the same time, what she really is excellent at delivering is a book club because she reads like crazy. I said, girl, friend, launch a book club as a membership and use the proceeds of that book club to support the store in Boston. Yeah. So you can use these strategies to help people to learn to speak and let the funds from this membership that you're creating support the opportunity to teach people in countries where the price point is a concern for them, if that makes sense.
That's a great suggestion. Yeah. And another follow-up question about that is, does it make sense to have what's called a front end or a back end membership? And can you comment on the value that people with courses?
Yeah, for sure. So when we say front end or back end membership, we're talking about bookending on which side of a course should I put my membership. Yeah. And really, you can, the unfortunate answer is you can do either. You can do any and you can do all. So the value of a front end membership is it helps ascend people into your higher price point product. So it can be really powerful for that. The value of a back end membership is that it allows you to have an ongoing support relationship with people who have gone through your primary course content and want to continue with you for further support. So it really depends on where you are in your business strategy and how you want to leverage that. But you can do either or you can do both. What I would suggest is you try not to do it all at the same time. So pick one strategy, back-end membership or front-end membership, and go with it. Have it up and running and successful, and then layer in other things later.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
And another concern, like some what I call limiting beliefs, and I've definitely experienced some of them.
Yeah.
When starting a membership, especially if it's someone who already has something they offer, and they're afraid of adding more workload to their plate.
Yeah.
So can you comment on that?
Yeah, we call that the content treadmill. And that is a real concern because the E-True Hollywood story about all of us in business is that we do business because we love it, but we also love the freedom that it gives us in terms of access to time with our family, with our friends, with our passions. And so what's really incredible about everything that Stu teaches in the membership experience is he shares the strategies that he has developed over the years to actually reduce the amount of content that you're creating, make sure that it's super impactful, and set yourself up in a way that it's easy to move forward. You don't just have to be creating content all of the time. And in reality, our research has shown us that if you are overwhelming people with content, that's actually the biggest reason for them to quit your membership. So we don't suggest that you do that at all. Is that a helpful answer, Nadia?
Yeah. And I can attest to that less is more and overwhelm is real.
Yeah.
The key that I try to do with my members is to keep it actionable, to keep it to what's relevant to them. It's not trying to dump all the information or all my knowledge on them, because some of it is not relevant to the stage or the chapter they are at. So, and over time, depending on where your members are on their journey, then as you get more members into your community, you can tailor your content for the majority of the members.
100%. And when you start to layer community into your membership, if you choose to, which I recommend that you do because it's really powerful for long-term retention of members, what also starts to happen is that they start to help themselves. They start to support each other and they create a community that you don't have to be in all of the time, but they're still getting amazing value. I kind of think of it, this is a weird analogy, however, sometimes I think of it as like I'm firstborn in my home. Yeah, I was responsible for a lot of stuff. But by the time that third kid came around, we were kind of taking care of each other. And it's like that with the memberships too. Once you get enough people in there to kind of create community together, that becomes part of the reason that they want to stay. And it doesn't need to be tied to your time all of the time.
Yeah, I can attest that finding other members that you connect with and you support each other, even like not just within the community, but outside, they become friends.
Yeah.
And that really is something special that I didn't find in other places. And that's because there is a huge effort into creating those relationships, into setting up an environment where, for instance, there is a directory of members that you can pretty much pre-select what areas you're in, what industries you're in, what type of collaborations you're looking for, which facilitates those connection points between members, which is super valuable.
And that's really powerful. That is something, first of all, that we deliver in the course when you come and join us at the membership experience, but it's also
Mhm,
something that we teach you to build into your offerings, which
mhm,
helps you with retention, which helps you with long-term growth and stability in your business.
mhm.
Businesses like Netflix, like, high-end memberships are not doing subscription model because it's a bad idea. They're doing it because it creates stability long term in business and because people stay with you. They just want to continue to be part of the community, if that's helpful. Yeah. Oh, you're on mute. You
Yeah,
look great.
absolutely. Yeah. What other questions that come up over and over in my interactions with my community over the past few weeks is I am not an expert.
Mm,
And how can I build a membership if I'm not, the go to expert in a certain field?
yeah. There's a couple of ways that you can manage this situation. First of all, almost everyone is much more expert than they realize. You have way more information than you realize, and you're taking it for granted. You think, oh, well, I don't know anything about this. I've just been doing it for 15 years. I hear this all the time, but I'm not an expert. I don't have a book or anything. But the information that you have that can help support someone that's just a little bit ahead of where you are on the path is expertise to them, and they will pay you to have access to that content, number one. And number two, no one has to be the face and the center of their own membership. You can use your relationships, some that you find within the membership experience. My friend Lisa Spector, who you also know, Nadia, has a membership, and she talks all the time about how some of the best guest interviews she's ever had are from the students that are in the membership experience with her. So you can bring in other experts and just facilitate the place for them to share their message. Yeah. That's all you really need to create.
Exactly. And I've experienced that when you elevate others and give them, visibility through your, membership, it really deepens the relationships
Mm-hmm.
and the stickiness of your membership.
100%.
Because it's not only, I don't see memberships as a selling tool. It's a community building. It's for
Yeah.
the longer term.
Yeah.
And we all go through ups and downs through our entrepreneurial journey, irrespective of what field, whether you are an artist or musician or, in deep tech. But having people that are going onto similar paths is very powerful.
So
For
powerful.
me, yeah, for me, the big draw is the stability. So
Mm.
you don't have to always think about the revenue. So you can move literally from working in your business on a day-to-day operation
Mm.
to zoom out and work on your business. So you're
Mm.
moving from the daily grind to the big picture so you can grow.
So I just want to share, Ikram has said here in the comments that they're very
Mhm.
interested in membership and they started their own membership 3 months ago. I just want to congratulate you. That's really incredible. I just want to
Awesome.
share with you that the membership experience is an excellent place for those who have already gotten started. Stu McLaren has been teaching about memberships, formally since 2016, but he's been in the industry for 10 or 15 years. He was the
Mhm.
founding owner of um, a software product called Wishlist Member, which was the
Mhm.
first time on the internet that anyone could go ahead and create a content product that someone could use their email and username password to have the only access to log in. And so I think we could really help you to even improve what you've already got going. And I love it when I see people say, oh, I just started a membership because Muslim mothers in there. That's incredible. I love it when people say, I've just started my membership because those are the people we have such excellent ability to support because you've already gotten over the fear part of just getting it
Exactly.
started, which is the
Yeah.
biggest hurdle. And the strategies that Stu teaches can really help you to grow and scale and then
Mhm.
retain. So we
Yeah.
would love to have you. My
That
friend,
is awesome.
yeah, my
Yeah.
friend
Congratulations.
Nadia who has shared the link.
Congrats, Ikram. I love that. And as a Muslim mother,
Mm,
this will be useful to a lot of mothers out there.
mm.
Thank you for starting that. And yeah, feel free to reach out, send me a DM or through either Facebook, LinkedIn, or um, I don't think you can reach me on YouTube, but feel free to reach out if you have any questions. In
Yeah.
the meantime, if you are the other question that I get a lot, Shauna, is what if people don't pay for my membership? What
So, meaning, what if I give it a shot and no one signs up?
exactly?
Yeah. So what's really incredible about what Stu teaches is something called a founding member launch.
Hmm.
So it's a way to test your idea and to get up and running fast. But at the same time, what's really powerful with it is if you try this idea and it doesn't resonate, you haven't put like your entire life behind this project before testing interest. So it's a really powerful way to test the market and get up and running quickly. And we often say it's all an experiment, right? Like if you try something out in the market and it doesn't resonate, maybe it's just in your messaging. Maybe you just need to refine the messaging that you have for people a little bit further, and you will start to see the energy come back towards you. And we teach how to do that in depth in the program, very specifically in the first and second module of the 6 module course.
That's awesome. Yeah, if I may share with the audience here in terms of tweaking, it's
Mm,
think of it as an experiment.
yes.
The tech side for me was overwhelming before I started. You need to do a lead magnet, a landing page, and all that, and having the right support to tweak and the openness that
Mm,
this is an experiment that you need to change. I will
yeah.
share an example. For my landing page, I kind of asked the audience, what would be the main pain points. I did a poll, and imposter syndrome came out on top.
Oh,
A
so
lot
huge.
of people, they have
Yeah.
self-doubt that can I do this?
Yeah.
So I created, a free PDF to help people overcome imposter syndrome and the landing page, but it wasn't performing well. And I
Mm.
worked closely actually with Shauna on the messaging on that landing page,
Yeah.
moved by opt-in rate by 20 percentage points.
Uh,
So it moved from like having an opt-in rate of 25% to closer to
Incredible.
50%. And then I tweaked it more and it's now at 60% opt-in rate.
Amazing. Well, and that's just the power of collaboration, right? Sometimes when you're working on a project just by yourself, you stop being able to see the small things that you cannot. But when you have the opportunity to be in a community of people that are doing something similar and just say, what do you see here? It creates like this powerful, opportunity to take advantage of someone else's brilliance, and just implement on it. So really powerful.
Exactly. Having that access to that, I think it's super powerful.
Mm,
The third one that I came across in terms of, I would call them almost limiting beliefs, besides, can I do this,
mm,
is to give yourself permission.
yeah.
Because in most cases, we are overthinking so many things.
Mm,
The idea is give yourself permission to step out of side of your comfort zone
mm,
and then put yourself in a path that you have the support
mm.
for those areas that you don't know that you're growing into.
Yeah,
Because I strongly believe that comfort and growth, they don't coexist
they
together.
don't. No, they
So,
don't.
so yeah, what do you say to someone who is, overthinking this?
What I would say is we have the same amount of time, whether and we just have the choice of how to use it, right? So um, you have the opportunity to try something new. Is it going to be perfect right out of the gate? Probably not. Okay, probably not. But you have the option to iterate forward. And there's not just one opportunity to try. You can continue to try and make changes. Work with the training that you can have from Stu and the membership experience, the incredible team that we have, the mentors that we have, and your fellow teammates, and get feedback and continue to try until you start to see success. I mean, we just had, there was a live session with Stu today in the Facebook group where he was talking to a lady named Bonnie Snowden. Bonnie Snowden is incredible member of our community, and she started her membership. When she started, she thought no one would join her. And she had 700 members register in her first launch. Like unbelievable, right? So everyone, even people with incredible, overwhelmingly like unbelievable, that could never happen to me success, feels like I'm not good enough. Nobody's going to follow me, and etc. The difference between the people that are successful and the people that are not is not whether or not they believe they can do it. It's whether or not they take action to try. And I want to encourage you, if you're thinking even remotely about adding a membership to your life, to your business, to what you want to offer to the world, to a side hustle, the membership experience course is available for a short period of time.
Yeah.
The doors are actually closing this evening at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm not sure when they're going to open again. So I would highly suggest that you take Nadia up on the opportunity to also have the support that she's offering to work with you directly and join us for the course.
Absolutely. Yeah. And those 4 exclusive offers that I'm adding on top of what the TME is offering, it's based on why the roadblocks and the hiccups that I've seen. So, and from the feedback I got from the people, the community I interact with. So it's designed to give you that extra boost. And I myself, I did TME last year, and I'm taking it again.
Yeah.
And having somebody you know and trust within the community, think about, I've been moving quite a bit for the past few years. And every time I move to a different city, there's this anxiety. It's a whole new place, a whole new everything. But having that one person that a community member did connect me with, even though we're not, close or anything, but knowing that they are there if need be, really gave me that like psychological safety per se, and reduced my anxiety. So I'll be there for you if you need to, a helping hand and cheering you on, supporting you through it. I have a few of my friends that are joining, and I'm super excited that we're taking this journey together.
Amazing.
And I really believe that if you are, going through outside of your comfort zone, knowing that somebody is going through a similar path, it's going to boost you even more to do better. And I've seen how powerful memberships are, and I would not put, my brand name associated with something if I did not know 100% that the TME team will take good care of you. So,
well, we absolutely appreciate you. And we are so honored that you're, interested and willing and able to invite the people that you know to join us. I'm so excited about everyone that is joining us now and that will join us. And I just have to say that, like, having worked with you over the last year and having seen your growth and having seen you, come up against a challenge, but be willing to try again and try something else and take feedback and implement on it. I really don't think that your audience could find a better person to go through this experience with the support of. And I'm just really honored to, have the opportunity to come and see you always, and also talk to you
absolutely,
and share about the program for sure.
Yeah, another question that came out from another friend of mine who is an executive coach. So he is a leadership executive coach to CEOs. And his question is, are the memberships a way to create a community and to wrap it around their values to continue to support executives that are typically, they go with signature courses, one-on-one coaching, and so on?
Yeah, it's a super powerful way. I mean, in business, networking is the key, right? So your network is your net worth. And a membership is your opportunity to not only create that for people, but to lead that for people.
Mhm.
And it's super powerful what you can create. I mean, that's the thing that brought me to want to work for Stu and to support entrepreneurs like yourself, because what people create goes out to help even more people. And it's just so powerful, empowering. I see here there's a question about, you do research for programs in the environment, and I'm guessing that you're wondering, would that be powerful for a membership as well? Super powerful. Honestly, like any place where you could benefit from the opportunity to disseminate information to your people, or to receive information back, or to create an environment where people can exchange ideas and benefit, perfect for a membership. Really, really powerful for sure.
Yeah, and if I may, because a lot of people, like from my community as well, they are in non-English speaking countries.
Yeah.
So exciting news for you guys. Um, can you comment about like what you offer in terms
Yeah.
of
So the
English?
membership experience training course and program is in English. Yeah. But what's really exciting this year is we have a new tool our company has actually created called Wisdom AI. So Wisdom AI is an AI powered software tool on the site, and it functions kind of like a support chat, which sounds like not super helpful. However, the power of this AI tool is that you can ask your question in any language that you speak. It will disseminate the answer from the content on the site specifically, and it will answer you in your language. So if English is a second language for you and you are struggling to understand something specific, you can ask the tool in your language, what is this success path thing that Stu keeps talking about? And it will bring back an answer as Stu would answer in your language so that you can understand it. And in the later stage of the course, it will also reference the parts of the content where it's spoken to directly. So really powerful. My partner, he actually speaks Farsi as his first language. He doesn't speak English as his first language. And so that's a real concern for him as well. He's in university, and it's always a bit of a challenge to take information, from English and really understand it. And it's just such a powerful opportunity to, be able to access and unlock content and ideas in a different way.
Exactly. And the other, and that's for very busy professionals that are in my
Mm.
network, is that the format of the courses that are searchable.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you are to review something, you don't have to go through a half hour. Most
Yeah.
videos are short, but you don't have to go through videos to find the information you need. You can search the
Yeah.
videos with keywords.
Yeah, so our training program is actually delivered on a platform that our company created called Searchy. And so it's a little bit challenging to explain, but what it does is it allows you to keyword search within the video content of the platform. So, for example, if you're looking for more information on a specific topic, you can type the keyword into the search bar at the top of any page on the site, and it will bring up every video related to that topic. But beyond bringing up the video, because that's really just what Google does anyways, yeah, beyond bringing up the video, it will actually take you to the exact spot in each video where that topic is being discussed. So you don't have to scrub through an hour-long video like trying to find where is he talking about this. It's going to take you to that exact spot. So that really helps people approach learning in a leveraged manner, because you can get the answers that you
Yeah.
need right there at your fingertips.
The other thing that was very useful to me as a busy, entrepreneur, mom of four,
Mm.
is the audio version of
Mm.
all the courses
Yeah.
that you can plug them in while my kids are, uh, playing, or I'm walking with them or playing with them.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me even more flexibility to have both the video and the audio.
100%. I'm a huge Audible learner. I'm
Mhm.
dyslexic, which makes me genius, but don't ask me to spell anything. But it's really helpful to be able to have the information with you, because sometimes, I don't know what it is about multitasking, but your brain just allows, the information to resonate in a different way. So you have the ability to, plug in the lessons when you're driving to the office, or
Yeah.
to, pop them into your ears as you're doing your walk for the day, and really, hone in on what's
Mhm.
being taught so that you can take immediate action and start to see results for yourself.
Exactly. And one other thing, Shauna, that comes to mind in
Mhm,
terms of the content itself
mhm,
is some people already have their courses on other platforms. And
mhm.
they're like, how do I go about this? Can you comment on that?
Well, so the course itself, the membership experience training that myself and Nadia are inviting you to join us for here today, is platform agnostic. So what that means is it doesn't matter what platform you want to build an audience on, be it LinkedIn, be it Facebook, be it TikTok. It doesn't matter what platform you want to build your actual website and program on. It can be Searchy, it can be WordPress, it can be anything. The strategies that we teach you will support you to have success.
Yeah.
We love Searchy because we know how powerful it is to help
Mhm.
our students get the information that they need. But all of the strategies that we teach are applicable to any platform that you choose.
That's great. That's awesome. And yeah, one other thing that I wanted to share with the audience, what the having the membership allowed me,
Mm,
is that two of my boys, pretty sure my community and people who follow me. I keep sharing about soccer. They play for LFC, Liverpool Football Club International Academy.
mhm,
Two boys. That means a lot of practice, a
mhm.
lot of games, a lot of driving. So having a membership gave me the flexibility to be there with them, to watch their games, to be
Yeah,
involved with their something they really love. Like it's to the point that whenever we go anywhere, they're like, if we are to buy a house, it needs to have a flat backyard so we can practice. So seeing that, I've incorporated something into my business that allows me to do more of what I love
mm,
is super powerful. So
100%.
yeah, I've been more onto and I've been on the content creation treadmill per se,
Yeah,
but having both from TME and other programs, a system that allowed me to share more, to
yeah,
serve the people I help, but with less. And
yeah,
I wanted to share with the followers here and the community an example how TME really values its members. There is something called members shares. So
yeah,
if someone is doing something really good, innovative, that's working for them, once a month, Stu, and we submit our what's working for us, and so other people can benefit from it.
yeah,
And it's in a library form that you can tap into, and there's so much value, not only from the TME team,
mm,
but from members' contributions. For me, I shared the example of the newsletter and how it helped. And I did develop a system around it that
mhm,
once a week I have a more in depth newsletter that speaks to the pain points of the people I help. And those can be repurposed throughout the week in
yeah,
different forms, short forms, reels, videos, posts, and so on. So with one piece of content, I can have multiple. And that was from, thinking, and it was like that idea that was sparked with one conversation
100%.
with other TME
So
members.
I'm just going to share with you. I see Ikram has a couple of questions here, and
Sure.
then I do have to
Yeah,
wrap
you
up
have a
our
1 o'clock. Mhm.
Yeah, I have another call at 1 o'clock. So I see, Ikram, you say that you use WordPress with Thrive. Perfect. That's a perfect setup. If it works for you, the membership experience training will help you with the strategy of what you deliver, how you deliver it, and the retention of your members. And I see here you've also asked, do you suggest opening the membership to enrollment um, at the beginning, or is it better to close? So I think what you're asking, Ikram, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is it better to have an open door membership where you're constantly marketing to it and getting people in all of the time? Or is it better when you're just starting out to do a closed membership model, which means you open the door for a short period of time and you close the door, and those who join you, and then you double down on your members, support them, and continue to build your program. So what I'll share with you is we're huge advocates of a closed model system because it allows you to really focus and hone in on your marketing strategy and then close the doors and really serve on your members. Yeah. It also gives people a reason to join. So for example, the membership experience that we are delivering right now, the doors close for this at 11:59 p.m. this evening Pacific time, and they will not be open again for a while. That's really powerful marketing because the reality is if you're in, we love you and we're going to serve you and we are going to help you with your membership site. And if you're not in, I promise you, at 12 p.m., you are going to be thinking of us and wishing that you joined us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in terms of your membership in an ongoing way, we suggest that you do a closed model marketing plan until you get to a certain financial level. And then your business has the ability to withstand, the cost of ads to keep things running along and the cost of lower purchase rates because you do lose a little bit of something when you go to an open model membership. All of that information and so much more is in the membership experience training. I would encourage you to join us. I would encourage you to join via Nadia's link because she is an incredible partner to support you through this program. And I will just share with you that we do have a 14-day money back guarantee. So if you, for any reason, are thinking, maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
The deadline to join us is very serious. We do not play around with this deadline. But when you join us, you have 14 days to determine whether or not this is a fit for you. And that 14-day clock doesn't actually start until we open the course on the 8th of May. So you have until the 22nd of May to come in, to dive into what we have to offer and to try out your idea and see if it's a fit for you. So I'd really encourage you to join.
Absolutely.
And I know, Nadia, you have a link that will ensure that they are tracked for your
Exactly.
bonus
Yes.
package as well. Can you share that for us in the chat?
Yeah, I can definitely share it in the chat. I shared it a couple of times, but let's do that one more time.
Amazing.
And when you do that, on top of all what TME has to offer, plus the 14-day guarantee that starts on May 8th, that's when the course starts. You add 2 weeks. I really highly recommend that you do join, try it out. If it's not for you, you can have your money back guaranteed within 14 days, starting
100%.
May 8th. And I'm gonna also put that in the on the screen here so you can see it. You can go back to it if need be. So this is the membership experience, my link. So you can get 4 extra gifts that I created exclusively. It's not anywhere else. And those were created. I have a PhD in executive MBA, tech innovation certified. So some of those by themselves are over $1,500. So you can get extra boost to increase your chances of success. On top of me being in the membership experience, you can come back and have a holding hand per se, or a friend you can tap into their wisdom too. But as Shauna mentioned, the doors are closing tonight and they don't mess around with the deadline because they put all their effort into marketing before. Once it's closed, it's closed. And then after that, that's where the real fun starts.
Yeah.
And they really do. When they call it an experience, it is truly one unique experience that I would love for my network to experience.
100%. Well, I appreciate you so much, Nadia. As always, I'm super proud of everything that you do and you continue to do within the community. Thank you so much for having me
Sure, absolutely.
here to speak with your audience. And when you join us for the membership experience, I just want to let you know that we are really excited to be of service to you.
Absolutely. And one last thing, they take the culture within the experience very seriously. So it's an environment that helps you thrive. There's no competition. It's more collaborative. So everybody wins. There is no selling, unlike other groups where you can find, some other things that can hinder your growth. It's not
Mm,
the case with the membership experience.
thank you. Wow.
Awesome. Thank you, Shauna, for
You're
stopping by.
welcome.
If you still have any questions, ping me on Instagram. I'm going to hop on Instagram live for my audience there. And so if your questions weren't answered, join me there very shortly. And I also put a story if you're shy and you don't want to be on camera, or you can also send me a direct message with your questions too.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Nadia. Have a lovely day. I'm
Thanks,
going
you
to see you
too.
May 8th. Huh?
Yes, I
So
will. Take
exciting.
care.
All right.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. All right, thank you everyone. I still have 4 more minutes, so if you have any questions that we haven't covered, please let me know. I'm going to go through the chat again to see if we haven't covered anything here before I wrap up. And thank you, Ikram. Thank you, Abdul Samad. Uh, thank you, Jills, for stopping by. And I'm really hoping that you can take this opportunity that is once a year and think about the compounding effect. And if you don't take action, and you're going to have to wait one whole year because this opens only once a year. And I really believe they do a great job to support you, not only in the course, but beyond. And you will build so many relationships with other business owners, with other coaches, consultants, and that will support you throughout the community. I've made so many friends through the TME that we're still in touch and we still support each other. And I'm putting my hand to you so that you can also join, and I will be part of that community too. And I will cheer you on as we go along through this journey. Um, so, yeah, to wrap up, you can join the membership community on my LinkedIn. There is my link on my page. It closes tonight at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time, and it's open only once per year. If you join with my link, that's here, and I put it also in the chat. On top of the membership experience, you will also get some free gifts. Let me share those with you. If you bear with me for 1 second, I'm going to upload those from my file and share with you the different gifts that I've developed and created exclusively for this because I really believe in the power of the membership into bringing more stability to your business. I don't take it any lightly because my brand, I've worked hard for it. And this is the first time ever that I would support a program because I know that they do a great job. So let me share with you these slides here about Stu and his team. So I started the Women Entrepreneurs in Healthcare Tech last year. It's a membership for to support women, and in collaboration with the membership experience and their team, Stu McLaren, I'm offering 4 bonuses to get you started. A personal branding masterclass. This is the exact blueprint that I use myself to triple my following on LinkedIn and 10x my views. I also became the top 40 thought leaders on LinkedIn. So I will share that step by step what I did so you can do the same too. The next one is a social media bundle. This will allow you to create content with ease that will drive engagement and sales for your either membership or other courses that you have. And this is a plug and play that you can use out of the box from Canva. You'll also have a hot seat with me to go over your business deep dive and give you some actionable strategies for success. As you know, I'm trained in business with an executive MBA in healthcare. I'm Tech Innovation and Entrepreneurship certified, and I've been helping healthcare tech companies move their innovations to market. So this is super valuable to get actionable strategies for your business with me. The fourth one is From Idea to Impact Masterclass. This is not available anywhere. It's a blueprint how you move from a problem you're solving into a detailed action plan to move your innovation to market. As I mentioned, you can only get these bonuses through my link, and the doors are open only until midnight Pacific Standard Time today, May 4th, uh, 2023. And talking about May 4th, May the 4th be with you for all the Star Wars fans out there, because today is the International Day of Star Wars. So, as I mentioned, the door are only open once a year. If you join through my link, it's on my LinkedIn, it's on my Facebook as well. You will get these 4 exclusive gifts that I created for you to maximize your success. And I hope to see you in the membership experience, and I look forward to cheering you on. Again, I would love for you to experience what I have experienced over the past year. So take action, don't delay, because the sooner you start, the sooner you see results. And the TME team is the best in class to do that with. And with that, you take care, and I will see you on the inside with TME. So, what's better than TME 23? It's TME 23 with me. You take care. Bye.